Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee and I hope you're having a very blessed day. So I am trying to get back into crafting, and as I was cleaning my crafting room, I found a ton of my adult coloring books that I haven't colored in forever. And I have some ideas in here apparently. So yeah, here are some pages that I've done, and I figured I just wanted to relax, kind of chill out, take you along with me. Let's color a page, or maybe, you know, just get some of it in, because it takes me probably a few days to get a page done. But these are some of the pages I've done. This is the Enchanted Forest book, adult coloring that I had. Gosh, let's see, what have I done in here? I was like kind of going through, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I even did this. And I dated the dates. This was done in 16, so 2016. Yeah, I used to just kind of spend an hour or two coloring, and it just kind of settled me a little bit, and I haven't done it in years. Again, 16. I think I was doing all this in 16 and 17, 2016, 2017. And I figured, you know, this would be a good way to kind of calm my mind, get back into crafting a little bit. I know this isn't really crafting per se, but I used to love to color. I mean, look at, and you know, I would shade and do things, and you can do other things. I have a book that I think I used just pens in, so all my colored pens, and I might do that as well, but today I'm going to use colored pencils. Oh, I love those colors. I forgot I even did that. But yeah, so gosh, look at this. There's so much I can color. So there's still so much left in just this book, and I have probably 6 or 7 other books. But I figured, since it's autumn, I saw this squirrel. Where is it? I saw this squirrel, and I'm gonna kind of do autumn colors, just kind of like this little fox here. So I'm gonna take you along. Let's color together for maybe a half hour or so. I have some music on in the background, just some calming spa music. Now, if you don't have these kind of coloring books, you can go online. Oh, let me fix that. You can go online and download pictures, you know, adult coloring. Just Google adult coloring. I have my little bin here of colored pencils. Now, my favorite colored pencils are the Prismacolor colored pencils, and I kind of bundled them all into different the colors that they have. You know, like here's all the browns, here's all the blues, purples, that kind of thing, just to make it easier for myself. So I have that here. I also have one of these, which is a Prismacolor blender, and I'll show you how that works. You don't have to have this. You can color with crayons. Like I said, if you've got colored markers, you can color markers. I have a book that I know that I just did like glitter pens with, and just color. There's no shading with pens. You just color it. And that was fun. So pick your choice. But I figured this would be a good time to kind of just take a breath, get back into crafting or coloring or a little bit. I am going to, and we can kind of talk as we go. I'm going to grab some of like the fall colors. So I'm going to do like oranges and browns. Those here. Where are my browns? Here's my browns. I'm going to use these. I'm going to grab some greens, because it looks like there's like some, you know, greenery in here. So greens. And these pictures are literally just for you to start with. Like this one, I colored black. That took a while. I remember doing this one. It was just these, but then I colored black all around it to kind of see if it would pop. And I got this idea off online. So if you're like, oh, I don't know how to color, what to color, or I don't like the way it turns out, go online. There you can look up colored pages done, or completed colored pages. And if this one's called the Enchanted Forest, you can go online and write in Enchanted Forest, completed color pages, and you can see people's ideas that they upload. So that way, if you feel like, I just don't even want to think about even how to color it, I just want to just do it, you can do that and print out, you know, ideas, or look on your computer for ideas. And I think I did that for a couple of these too, because I just like, I don't want to think today. That's it. So did that. Well, let's start coloring, because I'm kind of putting it off a little because I haven't done this in forever, and I'm kind of nervous to start, to be honest. I don't even know where to begin. So, oh, and you know what I'm gonna grab? Let me grab a piece of scrap paper. Let's see. I have a piece of scrap paper here. So in that case, if you're like, what does this color look like? You can kind of like put it on the page here. And you're like, oh, I kind of like that. I like that color, you know? And I tend to press hard when I color. So one idea is, okay, I like that dark green. Let's try to find a lighter green as well. Let's see here. One thing you can do is color in light. You could always darken the colors. I kind of like that. Let's see. Or do I like that color better? Oh, that's kind of like a army green color. So we'll keep that one. Army green. We got this bright green. And let's see what, maybe what this one is. It's kind of like a, that's a pop of green. I'm trying to figure out. So this is what helps when you have all your greens together, because you can kind of see. You're like, huh, let me see. That's about the same color. I have a lot of multiple colors. It's a little bit different. A little bit different. I think we'll use, kind of like that pop of green though too. We might put a little bit of that in. Okay, so there's leaves and stuff. Let's start coloring the leaves. But I'm gonna go in first with this light green. It's always easier to go darker. It's harder to go lighter. So I'm just gonna shade, and I like to add layers. I don't like to just put one color. When you put layers, it gives it the dimension. So lightly, I colored all those with the light green, right? So now I'm gonna go in, let me see, with this little darker green and kind of just go darker at the bottom, and then I'm kind of easing up at the top. And I hope you can see it on camera. I'll bring it up close. But yeah, y'all, this is the first crafting I've done in so long. So long. I'm gonna take, I think this is, yeah, I'm gonna take this darker green even. Kind of go in around the edges here a little bit. And kind of shows the shadowing, like this leaf is behind this leaf. And you can kind of go in and like give it a little dimension there. And as you see, I just keep building the color up. And that's what gives it, I don't know, I guess that. I'm gonna grab some yellows too. Gives it a little bit of dimension, a little bit. I'm gonna get this yellow. I think it's a little, and I'm gonna go in a little, because you know leaves, they aren't just green. They have a lot of different colors, and I think I'm gonna crack one. I know I'm gonna crack one of these eventually, because I press so hard. When I get towards the end, I start really pressing. And I probably should grab a, I might have to grab a sharpener in a bit. Okay, so now, where did my blender, I lose stuff. Okay, so the blender pencil, what that does, when you go in with the blender pencil, it kind of, I don't know if you can see, it kind of really smooths out the colors and it's a blender pencil, so it blends the colors together. See? And what I am going to do, let me see if I have a good eraser. Let me see how this erases, because sometimes, see, sometimes these erasers are yuck. Let me grab. Oh, none of these erasers are good. Sometimes you can go in, and if you do it a little too dark, you can kind of go in and erase if you want to lighten it up a little. I don't know. I'm just really focused on these leaves right here. I'm just gonna go in like that a little bit. Another thing you can do if you really want to darken it up in certain areas, you can go in with brown and do some shadowing, like it's shadowed back there. I'm just gonna kind of go like that. And again, it gives it more dimension. I don't know. It also makes it darker, you know? But okay, so now I'm gonna kind of fool around. These are leaves, so I'm gonna go in, and some I'm gonna keep really light, others I'm gonna darken up. So let's go in and just color. No rhyme or reason, just do it. But I hope you all are doing well. I know I've been MIA for so long. I've been watching some videos. I really haven't had a lot of time, y'all. I've been working and doing a lot and medical stuff and family stuff and just a lot of things going on. But I'm just gonna go in and do a lot of leaves here and then go back. But I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I was watching some videos and I don't know what I want green yet still. And they were doing some collage pages, and that really got my interest. So I might do some collage pages with all those different ephemera pieces that I got from Temu that I showed on my, I think on my last video was my haul that I got. I might want to just do some collage pages. Before I jump into junk journaling again. I don't know. But this I really wanted to do just to kind of silence my mind a little, get back into crafting, do something that I used to love to do and I haven't done in so long. So if there's something that you used to love to do and you stopped doing it, maybe, you know, take an hour, take a half hour and do it. You know, I even stopped reading there for a while. I was so busy, and I am such a bookworm. And I was like, wow, I haven't read a book in so long. And so I got back into reading this past year. And I'm so glad I did, because I didn't realize how much I missed it. It was just, I had so much going on. Okay, yeah, this is definitely this one. Oops, see, I knew it. Let me grab my pencil sharpener. Okay, so I have this pencil sharpener. And the one thing you have to be careful of with these Prismacolor pencils is they're so, let's see, they sharpen really quick, number one. I wasn't paying attention. And number two, the lead is so soft that, this is probably gonna come out again, like, and I'm gonna press so hard, I'm gonna break it, that I tend to sharpen and then they break and I have to sharpen them again. So you gotta kind of be careful with that. So I'm just putting some little bit of shading. We're just gonna do a little bit this time on these. I want these a little bit lighter. Do this pop of green, some areas. But yeah, if there's something that you used to do and you haven't done it in a while, I say go back, try it again, do it again. This is actually very therapeutic for me. And I think I was just afraid. I haven't like I told you, I haven't crafted in so long. I think I kind of got in my head. I'm kind of putting off the whole junk journaling thing too, because I know that I'm going in and blending. And I don't know if you can see, but when you use this blender pencil, it really does blend the colors. It makes it kind of smooth, and I just like that. If you don't like that, some people like the pencil marks and it not being like all smooth and blended. So it just depends on the look you're looking for, but I kind of like to go in and blend it every once in a while, not all the time, but. So let's see if we can see. Oh, let's see, what other green? I figure I might as well go through and do, we can make this green, I guess. I'll go light again. Or those will be green too. Do some. I'm gonna do all the fall colors, so like greens and reds and oranges, and since we're in fall. And it doesn't have to be realistic either. You can make these leaves purple if you want, blue. I've done some pictures where completely not realistic to the, you know, these are leaves, I'm making them green. You don't have to, you can make them purple. You can make them, you know, blue or pink if you want, whatever you want. But I hope you do take some time out and color with me, or crochet, or I don't know, whatever it is you do. Sew, paint, put on some like calming music. But yeah, like I said, I've been putting off the junk journaling because I haven't done it in so long, and I just don't, like, I don't know if I can top what I've done in the past. I just don't know. And I know it's not about topping. Okay, this one I am doing dark by the bottoms. And we're just gonna blend out. Just letting you know what I'm doing. Of course, I'm not going to get this all done today, but we'll do a little bit today, maybe a little bit tomorrow, or whenever we can do it. Another thing I've started, which I kind of lost myself a little bit, y'all. I really did, to be perfectly honest. A lot was going on. And I started putting like this music on again in the morning and kind of meditating and praying, and I don't know. I need to get back to prayer for sure. I'm not going to deny that. When I have my coffee in the morning, I've been trying to like come up and watch the sun come up and put some like really calming music on. Now I'm doing yellow at the tip, just to... Ooh, there went that tip. I told y'all I press hard. Again, y'all, if you've been following me, you know when I craft, it's like, it could be a comedy show. Nothing ever goes right for me, but hey. But yeah, I think I just need to make myself, so I got the blending tool again, I'm gonna blend it. Make myself, start a junk journal. And it might not turn out the way I want it to, but I gotta just do it. Because I gotta take my own advice. What I've given you guys before is just, if you're afraid to start, just do it. Just do it. And that's what I gotta do. But that's why I'm doing this. I'm just doing, I have to get started in some shape or form, and that's why I'm doing this. I wanna get back to doing something I really enjoyed in the past. Okay, and then I tend to do this with, you know, I wipe off the top so it doesn't blend in with other colors. I'm gonna do, let's see, some dark leaves for this. Some dark green on the sides, and then I'll go in with some other color. But I do tend to use a variety of colors. I don't just like to, if you want it to look flat, you could just use one color. I like dimension, so I like to use a variety of colors and blend them and all that. But some people don't like that look. They like just a flat, you know, just the one color on each thing. You can do that, totally. Color whichever way you want. But for those of you who may be going through a lot, I'm there with you, y'all. I'm gonna do some army green here. I am with you. and maybe you just need a little bit of break time, so take a break time with me. You probably can't see it on camera. It looks like it's blending into two of the same color, but they're actually two different colors. I'm gonna blend it. I wanted these a little darker. I don't want all my leaves to look the same. And I might color a little bit off camera too, and then come back and we'll maybe finish it together. I don't know, it's up, you know, we'll see if I have time. And I'm just gonna kind of smooth these out. And again, you don't have to do this. It just gives it a little bit more polished look. But I'm starting to get, some of these I can't even see anymore. These are getting a little teeny tiny for me. Like, and this one's a bigger one. Some of the pictures on some of these books are so tiny. I'm like, I don't think I can color in them anymore. Can't see them. I'm probably coloring out of the lines and I don't even know because I can't see. Got my glasses on, but oh. Oh, there's some leaves here. Let's do some darker ones, or dark green. We'll do some bright green, and I'll maybe go in with some army green. So I'm gonna go light. See, I'm just kind of shading. Just have a light touch on my pencil, just kind of going in with some color, just so there's some color there. That looks like that's a leaf back there. I remember when adult coloring books first started coming out, I got so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I can color again like I did. I used to love to color when I was a kid. Okay, now I'm gonna take, for these leaves, we're gonna go in this color, since they're right there. And then, let's see, I'm gonna go in with some army green. And since this leaf is hanging over this leaf, it's kind of like you can put a shadow in there, like it's casting a shadow. And this leaf is under here, so there'll probably be a shadow cast. That's how I figure out like where I'm gonna put the darker. And then usually it's darker at the center of the leaf, like down here, and goes up. Usually, I mean, and there's a shadow, and I'll go in with some other darker colors too. Okay, so there's that. Let's go with some yellow along the sides here. To see how when you put a little bit more different layering, it gives a little bit more dimension to the leaf. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this brown and put in some shadows. See, like that's hanging. We'll put some brown down here in this leaf. This one is all the way under, so we're gonna make it a little bit brown. Here's another part where this leaf is probably casting a shadow over that. Some brown down there. Here's another one. So you can always make it darker. You can always go in and add more. It's harder to go lighter. It's easier to go darker. Okay, and we're gonna just do a little bit of blending. See how that smooths it out? I'm not sure if you can see it from the camera, or on the camera, but bring it up. You see that? And let's do these. bit of shadow there. Okay, let's see. Where else should we do some greens since I'm working on the greens? I think I'm gonna do those with red and orange and things. I guess we could do this, these will do green. Let's do this bright, where's that bright green? Is this it? There we go, yeah. So that's another thing I do. If I'm using a color, I'll go through the whole picture and kind of figure out where I want that color, and I'll just do it all at once. Since I have the colors out and I'm used to doing this color, might as well. Let me go with some yellow and brighten that up a bit. And some dark green. We're gonna kind of go along the crease there. And the brown, I'm gonna add a little bit of shadowing because this leaf is behind here, so add a little bit of shadow. We'll just put some brown in there, and this one's right there. And then smooth it all out. There we go. Oh, forgot those leaves. Every time I look at the page, I keep seeing, I mean, I know there's a lot of leaves, but some of them I'm going to do red and orange and stuff, but here's some leaves here that I want some pops of green throughout, so it's not all the same. Shadowing a little bit. And for shadows, I usually don't use black. I'll use browns, because if you really look at shadows, shadows are kind of like blues and browns and grays. It's never really black. I mean, unless you really want it dark, then you can add black. And usually what I'll do with the black is if I want to really have certain things pop, I might go in with a black at the very end and do a couple little dark areas and make those areas pop. But I usually lay off the black, usually. Okay, we'll keep these out, just, you know, because those are the ones I've been using. And let's go with, what time is it? Hey, wow, time is flying, y'all, already. We might go for more than a half hour. We'll go for a little bit more. I like, that's like an orangish red. Oh, here we go. I was like, wait a minute. I have a whole orange section here. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. I want, yeah, I like that orange. And then this is kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call it. Pumpkin, they call it pumpkin orange. So there we go. We're gonna do some pumpkin orange. And this is, I don't know, just orange and pumpkin orange. And then, let's see what this color is. Oh, it's the same, pumpkin. Sometimes I have a lot of doubles here. But I do want to do some, I really like this. What is this? This is Tuscan red. Ooh, I like that. That's a really dark one. We're gonna have to save that for something. I'm trying to see what will go good with these oranges. Maybe this red. This is Rouge. What is it? I can't read that. Rouge something. Rouge something, but I like that. I like those three colors right there. Let's see. this looks like a really bright orange. Yeah, no, I don't want neon orange. That just doesn't go with it. But maybe, I'm trying to see, maybe like a light. That light might go. Okay. Now I know these are leaves and such, but we're gonna make some of them orange. Let's see. Let's do these big flowers like red and orange. What do you think? Let's go. Oh, what should we do here? I'm gonna color the whole thing with this light orange, and then we'll go in and add. So I'm just lightly shading just so I can get a color down. And then I'm go in. This orange. And where's that yellow? I'm gonna grab this yellow. There goes my stomach. Kind of blend the orange and yellow a little bit. Okay, and then we'll go trying to see how dark this is gonna be. That might be a little too dark. Maybe this. And again, I'm coloring this over the other one. So it just can get, again, you can put colors over on top of each other. That's the one thing I love about these Prismacolor coloring, colored pencils, is they blend so great together, and you can color over them. Like I've used some colored pencils where it's almost impossible to color over each other and blend or anything. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to, where'd my blender pencil go? See, I still had some green on there. It's getting in there. Well, that's why I like to use it for all the same color and then wipe it off, and then, so I got a little green in there, but that's okay. It'll add something there. Wipe it off. Okay, now I think I do want to take an orange, a darker orange. Let me see if I have maybe this orange. Let's see. And these usually flare out in the middle like so. And then darken the edges. I might have to add some red. It's not dark enough. Oh, we're gonna add this red. Get this darker. I want it to kind of flare out in the middle here, and then these edges get dark. And see how that helps Make it pop a little bit. Okay, we're gonna take the blender and watch. You can see how it'll blend this. Look at that. Blend the edges. And there you go, see? And let's do the same with this one. I forgot which colors I used, but we'll do the light orange over the whole thing. We'll have some shadowing on this one. And don't forget the little stems. Okay, I think I did this. Doesn't have to be exact, but you know. That yellow. I think I have it. I don't like it being right there on the line. I like it coming over a little bit. And I usually, how I do it is hold all the ones in my hands, and then I just kind of keep alternating back and forth. And I don't remember, I think I did. Added this, I don't remember, but this is what I'm doing. Just kind of going in and just really just adding, there we go. And then I think it was this one. You can just keep adding as many colors as you want. And again, if you don't like it, you can take an eraser and go in and try to like lighten it up a little. It's a little bit more difficult to do it that way, but you can do it. I've done that a couple times where I just hated it and I had to go in and I just erased it with an eraser, so. Okay, so then we went in with, what was it? Ooh. Was it this one? First I did that one, I think. The red was last. I don't know. I should probably just go in with red because that doesn't seem to be. Okay. So you can see the lines here as I did that. When you that's what the blending pencil removes, is those lines. So you can either like these lines or you can blend it. Now watch this middle part. See, look at how the lines disappear. It's kind of blending, making it smooth. I mean, hopefully you can see that on camera. So all these little lines that don't look smooth, just smoothed it out right there. Now I'm also gonna go in with this brown, and I'm gonna go in and put a little bit of shadowing in this one. It gives it makes it look a little bit more 3D. Take the blending tool. You can always go in and make it darker if you want. And yeah, gives it a little bit of shadow and stuff. So here, can you see? So there we go. We'll probably stop today because we're going on, I don't know, 40 minutes or so. But I'm gonna color probably a little bit more, and then we can finish it up together or something on another video. We'll do a couple of these, and then maybe I'll do some collage pages and we'll move on from there. So thank you all for joining me. I hope it's a peaceful time. I know I definitely needed it. Have a great day. Maybe start coloring again, maybe a little bit, and we'll finish this up together on another day. Bye.